Climate change is one of the greatest challenges humanity faces in the 21st century, primarily caused by human activities. This phenomenon has profoundly impacted every aspect of life, the economy, and the environment. Climate change is primarily the result of increasing concentrations of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, particularly carbon dioxide, CO2, methane, CH4, and nitrous oxide, N2O. Activities such as burning fossil fuels, coal, oil, and gas, deforestation, and industrial production, have released large amounts of greenhouse gases, causing global warming. In this context, the electric vehicle, EV, industry has emerged as a potential solution to mitigate the effects of climate change. Electric vehicles are considered a key solution for reducing greenhouse gas emissions in the transportation sector, which accounts for about 24% of global CO2 emissions. The electric vehicle, EV, industry is becoming one of the most notable sectors globally, especially as countries strive to reduce carbon emissions and pursue sustainable development. The rapid growth of the EV industry is not only a result of scientific and technological advancements, but also a consequence of changes in consumer awareness about environmental pollution and traditional energy consumption. Governments worldwide are implementing strong policies to combat climate change, including strict emissions regulations and timelines for phasing out internal combustion engine vehicles. The European Union, EU, aims to reduce CO2 emissions by 55% by 2030 and ban the sale of new petrol and diesel cars by 2035. China, the world's largest electric vehicle market, is aggressively promoting the transition to electric vehicles through subsidies and supportive policies. These policies create significant opportunities for the electric vehicle industry, driving investment and technological innovation. Consumer awareness of climate change and environmental issues is increasing. Many are willing to switch to electric vehicles as a way to reduce their personal environmental impact. This has led to a surge in demand for electric vehicles, particularly in developed markets like Europe and North America. Currently, the electric vehicle industry has made remarkable progress. Many traditional automakers, such as Tesla, Toyota, Volkswagen, and General Motors, have heavily invested in the research and development of electric vehicle models. Tesla is one of the pioneers in this trend with its premium electric vehicles and autonomous driving capabilities. Other traditional automakers, such as Ford and BMW, have also begun transitioning to fully electric or hybrid vehicle lines. In addition, innovations in battery technology have better met the needs of EV users. Lithium-ion batteries have become the standard in the industry due to their high energy storage capacity, extended lifespan, and recyclability. However, issues related to charging time and the charging network need to be further addressed to support the growth of EVs. Several factors are driving the rapid growth of the electric vehicle industry. First, government policies such as subsidies, tax exemptions, or discounts on EV purchases play a significant role. Countries like Norway, China, and Germany have made substantial investments in infrastructure, such as charging stations, to encourage consumers to switch to EVs. Second, consumers are increasingly aware of the environmental impact of fossil fuel-powered vehicles. EVs are seen as a more sustainable choice due to their zero CO2 emissions during operation. This is particularly appealing to younger generations who favor environmentally friendly solutions. Third, advancements in integrated technologies, such as batteries, artificial intelligence, AI, and autonomous driving, have increased the utility of EVs. Many current EV models can travel distances of up to 500 kilometers on a single charge, addressing the issue of range anxiety. Looking to the future, the EV industry will continue to grow with several prominent trends. Battery technology is witnessing significant breakthroughs. Solid-state batteries, which offer higher energy storage capacity and faster charging times, are under development and are expected to become the future standard. Additionally, recycling batteries and using sustainable materials will be top priorities. Research companies like QuantumScape and major corporations like Toyota are heavily investing in solid-state battery technology. It is anticipated that once commercialized, this technology will significantly reduce EV production costs, thereby enhancing consumer accessibility. The charging station network will see increased investment to ensure convenience for EV users. Companies like Tesla have invested in supercharger networks, and many countries are developing public charging infrastructure to promote EV adoption. In some nations, charging stations are even integrating solar energy technology, reducing operating costs and being more environmentally friendly. EV charging stations are becoming a crucial part of global transportation infrastructure, especially as the electric vehicle industry grows rapidly. Europe is one of the leading regions in developing EV charging infrastructure. Thanks to strong policies from the European Union, EU, and public support, Norway has the highest rate of electric vehicle adoption in the world. The country boasts a dense network of charging stations, including fast and ultra-fast chargers. Companies like Forcham, Circle K, and Tesla are actively investing in the charging infrastructure. The Netherlands has one of the highest densities of charging stations in Europe. Charging stations are widely distributed in both urban and rural areas. With support from the government and private companies like Allego and EVBux, Germany is heavily investing in EV charging infrastructure to meet national emissions reduction targets. Automakers like Volkswagen and BMW are also participating in building charging stations. North America, particularly the United States and Canada, is rapidly expanding its charging network to support the growth of electric vehicles. The US has the largest charging network in the world, with companies like Tesla, Supercharger, Electrify America, and ChargePoint leading the way. Tesla has built over 40,000 supercharger stations nationwide. The US government is also investing $7.5 billion to develop an additional 500,000 charging stations by 2030. Canada is expanding its charging network, especially in provinces like Quebec and British Columbia. Companies like Flow and Petro-Canada are at the forefront of building charging infrastructure. Asia is the region with the fastest growth in electric vehicle adoption, led by China and supported by other countries. China has the largest number of EV charging stations in the world, with over 1.8 million public charging stations as of 2023. Companies like State Grid, TELD, and Star Charge manage the majority of this network. The Chinese government aims to build 6 million charging stations by 2030. Japan is developing its charging network with support from automakers like Nissan and Toyota. CH8MO fast chargers are the standard here. South Korea is heavily investing in EV charging infrastructure, with participation from major corporations like Hyundai and SK Group. The South Korean government aims to build 500,000 charging stations by 2025. Australia is beginning to develop its EV charging network, albeit at a slower pace compared to other regions. Companies like ChargeFox and EV Networks are building fast charging stations across the country. The Australian government is also investing in charging infrastructure to promote electric vehicle adoption. India is developing its charging network with support from the government and companies like Tata Power and Ather Energy. The goal is to build 70,000 charging stations by 2025. Brazil is starting to invest in EV charging infrastructure, primarily focusing on major cities like Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro. Fast chargers, 50 to 150 kilowatts, and ultra-fast chargers, over 150 kilowatts, are becoming the new standard, reducing charging times to just 15 to 30 minutes. Many charging stations are integrating solar and wind energy to provide clean electricity for electric vehicles. Countries are moving toward creating unified payment systems, allowing users to use a single card or app to charge at multiple stations. Initiatives to standardize charging connectors and implement wireless charging technology are also underway. These advancements will make charging more accessible, minimize waiting times, and create a better user experience. The integration of EVs with artificial intelligence is opening new doors for the industry. Autonomous vehicles will reduce traffic accidents and enhance efficiency in traffic management. Companies like Tesla, Waymo, owned by Alphabet, Cruise, owned by General Motors, are leading this field. Additionally, AI helps optimize EV energy usage, extending battery life and improving operational efficiency. Advanced AI systems also support intelligent traffic management, reducing congestion and air pollution in major urban areas. Developing countries such as Vietnam, India, and several African nations will become potential markets for EVs, due to increasing awareness of environmental issues and the demand for cleaner transportation. Local enterprises in these countries, such as Vietnam's VinFast, are emerging as key competitors in the global EV industry. To capture these new markets, companies need to introduce affordable vehicle models that align with the income levels of the population while meeting the infrastructure conditions of these regions. Beyond personal vehicles, electric buses, and other electric public transportation are becoming increasingly popular. Major cities such as London, Paris, and Beijing have committed to fully transitioning their bus fleets to electric within the next few decades. This not only reduces emissions but also decreases noise pollution, improving the quality of life for urban residents. Despite its immense potential, the EV industry faces significant challenges. One of the biggest hurdles is the cost of production and product pricing. Although lithium-ion battery prices have dropped significantly over the past decade, EVs are still more expensive than fossil fuel-powered vehicles. Researching new materials and scaling up production will help reduce costs. Furthermore, the power grid and infrastructure in many countries are not yet equipped to support the rapid development of EVs. To address this issue, governments and businesses need to work closely to build renewable energy systems and improve transportation infrastructure. Beside that, building charging stations, especially fast chargers, requires significant investment. Charging stations are often concentrated in large cities, while rural and remote areas remain underserved. Countries use different charging standards, example CCS, CH8MO, GB/T, creating challenges for global integration. The electric vehicle industry is not just a temporary trend but has become an integral part of the global sustainable development strategy. With support from governments, technological advancements, and increasing consumer awareness, the EV industry will continue to thrive in the future. Innovations in battery technology, charging networks, and artificial intelligence will be key drivers, propelling the electric vehicle industry into a new era filled with potential and opportunities.